All right, guys, today on the Protein Shake Sugar Daddy, I got a question from a friend that said, what if I don't want to share my vital information? I think there should be a checklist. You should be able to check and say, this is what I expect from this secret. You remember, it is only a secret when it is with you. But once it gets out to the other person, it may not be a secret anymore. Opening up to someone. Is it really necessary to open up to someone? And if you must open up to someone, who should that person be? Well, lately with the rise of people, with the increase in the number of people who have decided to take their lives because of how they feel, how miserable they feel their life has become, it is really important to talk about opening up to someone. But before you open up to someone, there are a few things I want you to imagine and to think about. There are a few considerations I would like you to make before you decide to open up to anybody. Now, the first thing you should think about is, who are you opening up to? Who are you opening up to? Yeah, most people will likely go to their friends or someone they feel they love or someone they feel is closer to them. But I think before you start opening up, you should really consider this question. Who is this person? Why are you opening up to this person in the first place? And the next question is, why are you opening up to this person? Now, when we talk about who this person is the person a good listener? There's so many times you will go to open up to someone and you end up ruining your life more than you ever imagined your life could be. There's so many times you open up to someone and then, boom, that's the end of it. What the person is going to give you as a reaction will end your career. So who are you opening up to? Before you start thinking of opening up to someone, you should consider who this person is. What's the person's personality type? Can this person handle the volume of information you are going to give to that person? Is this person confidential enough to handle this? Is this person sensitive enough to know that the response that he or she is going to give to you at that point can affect your next decision and can influence your entire life? Who are you opening up to? That's the first question. Now, the next question you should ask yourself before you think of opening up to someone should be, why am I opening up to this person? Do you open up to someone because you just want, okay, I should just talk to someone? Do you open up to someone because you feel this person is more like someone I trust so much, so I open up to him? No, that shouldn't be the reason. If you open up to someone because you feel this person is someone you like, you are getting it all wrong, and that is the wrong approach. If you should be opening up to someone, it should be because this person is going to be confidential enough. This person is going to be sensitive enough to how you feel. And this person is going to be someone that is going to treat this information as being extremely important to you and your personality. Now, the next thing we are going to look at is when. When should you open up to someone? The first thing you have to notice, it is not all about opening up. Opening up is not a problem. But when should you open up to someone? I feel the first thing you should consider if you want to open up to someone is, if that thing is driving you crazy, brother, sister, you need to open up to someone. But who should that person be? If you ever want to open up to someone when you are finally ready to open up to that person, you should look for someone who is good enough to listen. And I always recommend, in most of the cases I recommend, people to go to professionals who are trained in listening. These guys are so good at listening, they will always listen to you, and you can be sure that your information is confidential and will only end there. So, if you must open up to someone, the question is, when and why? So many times we keep problems to ourselves, and at some point we are ruined by how much burden we've allowed ourselves to bear. Yes, it is understandable. Yes, this situation is general. It happens to everybody in the world. Well, maybe not to kids. Yeah, but I think kids too need to open up, except they are just toddlers and can't speak. But if you must open up to someone, who, when, why? Now let's get to when. When should you open up to someone? Most people are not sensitive because they feel they need to open up to someone. They don't consider the when. The time you open up to someone is as important as you opening up to that person. Now this is it. Imagine if I'm having a very stressed day and then I'm so tired. I had a bad day at work and I'm coming back and then you just walked in. I want to open up to you. At that point, the person you are opening up to is not psychologically ready to take that load of information. So you should understand that when you open up to someone, it has a lot to do with the reaction you get from that person. A friend called me the other time and said, Ukobong, you know, I thought of so many things and I was really worried. So I wanted to open up to someone. I went to my boyfriend and he ruined it. He killed it. He just messed up everything. And then I told her to calm down. Now the next question I asked her was, when did you open up to him? And he said, he just came back from work and I told him we needed to talk and I opened up to him and he was like, I'm tired. No. You need to understand also that as much as you want to receive a psychological cushion or a cushion to the effects of whatsoever you are going through, the other person may be going through worse, but just have to listen to you because he is willing to help. So you should understand that whenever you're going to open up to someone, you should know the when. When. I said W-H-E-N. When are you going there? This person should be in the right mood to listen to you. You don't just bulge into someone. You don't just jump into someone's space and start opening up. No. Consider the when. Consider the when. When should you open up? You should consider that too. Now, the last but not the least, this list is endless. Trust me, when I'm talking about opening up to someone, this is a complicated issue. I am really not a professional in this, but I think I can talk about it because I've been in situations where I needed to talk to someone about what is bothering me. Now, the next question you should ask yourself when opening up to someone is, what if? What if what you tell the person goes out of that person's mouth to some other person? Will you be happy about it? What if what you're telling the person is something the person can never deal with? What if that person is going through a lot too? What if that person cannot manage information? What if that person will use that information against you? So if you're ever going to open up to someone, please remember, the first one is, who are you opening up to? Why are you opening up to that person? When are you opening up to that person? And what if you open up to that person and this happens? So guys, thank you for staying tuned in this channel, and please like, subscribe, and turn on the notification if you want to listen to more contents like this from the Protein Shake Sugar Daddy channel. I promise you we will keep you updated and we'll keep bringing contents that are really nice and beautiful your way. Thank you very much for staying this far.